Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're looking at how to change the page layout. So we changed first of all, what is the page layout? The page layout is when you've got your page so that it's up and down is the lengthways. So the longest section is up and down and the shorter section is left to right. That's for if you've got a portrait layout of your page. If you want a landscape layout of the page, it's when you've got the long side left to right and the short is up and down. So how do you do that? Basically, you come to your ribbon and you go to layout, you click on orientation, and you either pick portrait for up and down, which is what it currently is, or you change to landscape. And then it makes it so that the lengthways is the width is the long side, and the short side is up and down. So this can be really useful for a myriad of different applications. If you're wanting to make a sign or something like that, that can be really useful for that. There are a lot of things that you're limited with the online version of Word that you can actually do with the full version, but it is very, very useful. The other thing in the page layouts you can change is the margins. So it's a bit hard to tell at the moment because I haven't got any text in here. Let's put some text, some random text. Let's put some random writing on the page. Just so that there's something on there to make it so that you can actually see something, which is always interesting. Just give you an idea as to, I need to put some spaces in here, it just wraps the whole thing. Okay, so what you can see is there's a limit to what can be put on a page. So this section here is one page. So if we change the margins, say we make it so that they're narrow, you can fit a lot more on them. There's less space between the top and the sides of where your printing is going to be. And this is all adjustable. You can make it so that it's extra wide if you want more space here and there. And you can make it narrow, you can make it moderate, so it's in between. You've got the normal setting, or you can actually make a custom margin. So the other thing you can do is change your paper size depending on what you're printing. It can be very useful. You can change your indent. So you can make it so that it's indented from the left. Say you want it to go in, I don't know, 10 centimetres, not 190, 10. So then it's 10 centimetres over to your left. And say you want to do the same thing on the right. Wouldn't have much right space, but we might go 5 centimetres in. Not 50, 5 centimetres in from the right. So it changes your margins. And then you've got your spacing before and after your writing. So if we change, so there's the spacing before, if we make that, say 5 points, they can't really see much at the moment. So that's making it, and it's probably going to be different if you've actually got paragraphs in there as well. And then you've got the spacing after, and so we put that at 20. Can't really see a lot of difference in that really, but it's the distance between paragraphs. There's other options as well, so you've got your paragraph options, so whether you want it to align to the centre or you want it to align to the left, spacing before the text, after the text, and then you've got special first line, hanging. This is a really useful tool, so if you've got a hanging indent, that actually makes it so that the first line hangs, but then the rest of it doesn't. So we'll change the rest, change that all so that it's all left aligned. And we'll take out this massive left indent and the right indent. Just make it so that it's normal so you can actually see what it's doing. So if we put a hanging indent in there, Let me put it by, say, 5 centimeters. So this comes out further and the bottom comes in. So then if you wanted to do it the other way around, so you could make it so that you've got a first line has the indent, so that it's indented, and the next lines line up with the rest of the text. Yeah, it's a bit funny at the moment because it's full. The alignment is full, so it's spreading the words out across the page. I'm not quite sure why I did that. Why did I do that? Fix that. So now it's all left aligned. So you can see now what the full alignment does. It makes it so it spreads it across the page, which can be an interesting technique. But yeah, so that's some of the things you can do in the page layout options for the free version of Office Online. And if you want to see what this looks like if you were reading it, just give it a second to open up. So there you go. Yeah, well, I hope you found that useful and helpful. And if you've got any questions, comments, or suggestions, and if you've got anything that you would like me to go through in another video, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bless you. Have a great day.